Welcome to the Benjamin Academy of Online Programs for free lessons and courses of Ielts and Toefl reading for the time being. But anyway, we do have many free courses of all Cambridge exams and levels and grades. So Ielts examiners, Ielts experts, and CELTA tutors and examiners will be pleased to assist you and support you in all cases. So you are welcome to reach us via email with your request. So let's get started. Today we are going to analyze and discuss the reading section of TOEFL and IELTS as well to get your desired score, but our approach is you to get 9 score of IELTS and 30 score for TOEFL and even for Gmat, GRE and SAT verbal part, reading section, vocabulary section, vocabulary questions. So as you know, plain English is very important, and it's not childish English, so you would need to concentrate the your way, and we will do our best to assist you. So let's get started. Today we are going to make out vocabulary questions. First and foremost, if you are a novice of our YouTube channel, so you are welcome and more than welcome to our YouTube channel. You got a correct path to actually select our YouTube channel for free lessons. But if you are still haven't subscribed, I would urge you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So, vocabulary questions. Actually, before we would discuss and analyze vocabulary questions, I would give you some brief information what we will do. So we will make out vocabulary questions, detailed questions and negative detailed questions, then interference questions and reference questions and inference actually, purpose questions, sentence, insertion questions, paraphrase questions, summary and chart questions. So for today we are going to start with vocabulary question. This is the longest actually theme because I believe that building vocabulary is the first thing you can do to improve your reading score on all Cambridge exams. Vocabulary is very important on the TOEFL, IELTS, Gmat, GRE, SAT, FCE, CAE, CELTA, Delta, and is tested in many ways. In fact, every question in the reading passage actually requires you to use vocabulary. The best strategy is to have a large English vocabulary before you take the exam, all Cambridge exams. Actually, I'm talking about all Cambridge exams, not only TOEFL or IELTS. We would just need to concentrate on that because more subscribers, I believe, adore these exams because they would need to move to another country or even to pass these exams to enter to the university. So, if you don't know the word, look it up in your dictionary. Practice new words very often. Actually, studies display you need to use a new word actually, and let's get started with the vocabulary question. Actually, vocabulary questions are easy to identify. The question will look like this with the word highlighted in gray. Here it is. So, let's get started. Let me read for you. Climbing a mountain is an arduous task. The word arduous is closest in meaning to difficult, amusing, distracting, exciting. Actually, on the all Cambridge exams, especially TOEFL, IELTS, Gmat, GRE, SAT verbal part, choose the word you consider is the closest synonym to the highlighted word and make sense in the context. So in this example, the first answer, difficult, is correct. A arduous task. So climbing a mountain, guys, actually this is very complicated task. So you would need to understand that it would make sense. So let's go further. Here is another example when you have made your decision during your real Cambridge exam. Actually, if it will be on the computer, so it will darken this one. So you need to click if it's not by handwriting. So here it is, the next one. The computer has had a huge impact on society. It has changed the way that we communicate with each other. The word impact is the closest meaning to influence, collision, friction, immersion. I hope you have picked the first word, influence, because it's synonym. I would like to give you the direction, something else here. The word impact can mean collision in certain contexts, so make sure that your word is not only a synonym. That's why I put this example and illustration for you. Make sure it has the correct meaning for the context. Always look back at the sentence that has the vocabulary word and read the sentence very carefully. So the computer has had a huge impact on society. So, impact on society. It has changed the way that we communicate with each other. So here it is, the collision. So, the next one, so you don't need to fall for this trap. Here is another question. It's crucial that managers ensure that their goals are obtainable before they embark on costly projects. The word obtainable is the closest in meaning to challenging, manageable, ostensible, acceptable. So I hope you have picked the second word, manageable. It is the closest synonym to obtainable and makes sense in the context. I want to point out another trap here. The word ostensible looks like the word obtainable, right? However, ostensible is a very different word. If you don't know what it means, look it up before you continue. Get in the habit of looking up the words you don't know. This is another common TOEFL or IELTS or any other Cambridge exams trap. So don't be fooled that actually the Cambridge exam will use answer choices that appear similar to the vocabulary word but are not related. So that's why I told you don't be fooled. Now let's move on to more challenging material. So, first strategy is use examples given to deduce the meaning of the word. Actually, sometimes the Cambridge exams will give you an examples near a vocabulary word. You can use these examples to get the correct answer. So look at this example. Some instances of metamorphosis in the animal kingdom have fascinated biologists because they are so astonishing. A caterpillar that emerged from its cocoon as a butterfly or a tadpole swimming in shallow water that slowly makes its way onto land as a frog illustrate this remarkable fact. The word metamorphosis is closest in meaning to adaptations, arrangements, transformations, and selections. Yes, you're right. The third answer is correct. Transformations. We are given two examples here: caterpillars that become butterflies and tadpoles that become frogs. Even if you are not familiar with the definition of metamorphosis, you can imagine from the context that a caterpillar becoming a butterfly and a tadpole becoming a frog are changed. Now you can look for a synonym for the word you know. Another word for change is transformations. So let's go and move to another example. A number of deities were worshipped by the ancient Greeks. Zeus was the most powerful and ruled the sky. Poseidon was the ruler of the sea. And Aphrodite was the ruler of love and procreation. So the word deities in the passage is closest in meaning to relatives, ancestors, gods, creatures, and the correct answer is the third answer, gods. You were given three examples: Zeus, Poseidon, and Aphrodite. If you know a little about Greek mythology, you know that these three figures were gods in ancient Greece. You can use that knowledge to get you to the correct answer, actually. So try this one. Geological and biological occurrences which are momentous are noted on the geological timescale. These events include the origin of the Earth around 4.5 billion years ago, the origin of life approximately 3.5 billion years ago, and the appearances of animals about 0.6 billion years ago. So the word momentous in the passage is closest in meaning to unpredictable, immediate, important, plentiful. The third answer is correct, important. How do we know? Well, let's look at the information on our examples that follow the sentence with the vocabulary word. The sentence that follows the vocabulary word talks about the origin of the earth, the origin of life, and the appearance of animals. These are important events, aren't they? That leads us to the correct answer, important. So let's move on. Many laws are still technically on the books in the United States, but are not enforced by any authority and seem preposterous in modern society. In Oklahoma, it is technically illegal to spit on the sidewalk or for men to wear their boots to bed. The word preposterous is the closest in meaning to strict, ridiculous, intense, appropriate. Actually, the second answer is correct. Ridiculous. The examples are the laws. Doesn't it seem ridiculous that it's illegal to spit on the sidewalk or for men to wear boots to bed? That seems ridiculous for me. So it's the correct answer. So guys, actually I would like to uh, remind you that you can register to our mock exam for speaking. So for Ielts speaking and for Toefl speaking or any other Cambridge exam speaking, so you just need to drop your message to our email and our experts will feedback you as soon as possible with the correct answer of your registration. So here it is, our registration for April. So here it is from 8 till 8, from 12 to 15th, from 19th to 22nd, from 26th to 29. We do have these options and gaps. So if you would like to register, just reach us via email and we will assist you in this case. Also wise, I would urge you to subscribe our YouTube channel for free lessons and courses. And actually Benjamin Academy team would like to extend our special gratitude to all our students. Also wise, Benjamin Academy actually provides free evaluation of all your writing tasks and essays, and if you have some questions and requests, as I said you before, you need to get in touch with us via email. And anyway, So it was our reading part, reading section. So the next one will be belong to the reading section of all Cambridge exams. So that's why stay in tuned, stay cool, and we will do our best to assist you to get your desired and high score of all Cambridge exams. Well, that's all for this lesson.